All right, you're still on to Lagos Television. That's the official flag off of the local government election in Lagos State on the part of the APC, as well as the official presentation of those candidates that will be flying the flag of the party come July 12, 2025, when the local government election will be taking place in Lagos State. And, you know, who is who in Lagos State when it comes to the matters of APC are well represented there. We have members of the GAC, and of course, the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly is also there, as well as all the candidates and their vice. Debinkwe.
Yes, you know, we've been watching the live feed, and, you know, this has also heralded the campaign flag off of the APC local government elections. And, you know, it's an ongoing process until the end of today. But we have our guest here, a social commentator, should I introduce you as a party chieftain?
I'm just an apologist of APC.
Rasaq Olokoba. I just want to ask you, what next, you know, after this?
What happened today is very symbolic. And it's part of a political process. It's in a way to endear more people to the party. Because party people is a process of bringing peace to the people. That these are the programs of our party if you get to government. So it's a good thing, and the more you do this type of thing in a party, the more your democracy is strengthened. When your democracy is strengthened, you are going to have rule of law and good governance. Okay. When the party in a country is in shambles, it affects democracy. So we have a lot to learn. If I'm a politician and I'm not a member of APC, I have a lot to learn from APC. The other party, they have a lot to learn from APC. This thing strengthens relationship. The speech by the party chairman is very inspiring. No matter what you will have in mind against the process, with the speech, that thing is likely to go off your mind, and you are likely to become a very committed and loyal party member. So, and that's the picture we always have those days, the way party process goes. And that is what we love to see. We don't want of flag to people, and we say that 5 people died today at APC program. So it's a good thing, and I will encourage APC in other states to emulate this. I will encourage other parties to also do similarity, because when you do that, that's when we'll be able to have time to study your manifesto. But PDP today, they can't be talking about manifesto when the party is not even stable. Labour is not stable. Other party is not stable. So when APC is doing this, you are not doing what you are doing, and you are complaining about one party state. It's not the fault of APC. It's because other parties are not doing what they are supposed to do. Example is this one now. For the chairman of party, your vice chairman has been really assigned their usual role. They are not an appendage. It's a political education that all parties must have to be doing. That your vice chairman is not an extra tire. You must carry your chairman along. You won a mandate together, and that mandate gives you...
It's a joint ticket.
It's a joint ticket. Look at what the president is doing. And he will give the seat to Shetima. The same thing in Lagos here too. We have seen several occasions where sensitive issues are being handled by the deputy governor when the governor is not around. So the party and the chairman at their level too must also do similar thing. Because if you don't do these things, the crack that has emanated from
the primary
party will affect governance. More money is coming, so they have been showcased. The ball is in the court of Nigerians now. That the drainage in your local government is going to get attention. If it doesn't get attention, the ball is in your court. The local government road is in your area. The security and all sort of things that a chairman is supposed to carry out as responsibility is being handed over to you today. So July 12th is very close by. The decision should be taken, and once that decision is taken to vote for either APC or whichever party that's contesting against them, that means that we must be seeing Eldorado. the decision of the court that there must be autonomy has also strengthened what the local government chairman will have to do as a response. There's more money to them now. So, and that is the best way to expose your chairman to the public. That, hey, this is your chairman, you have known them. If you have issue, these are people you should go and meet.
Okay.
That's what politics is all about. You should not redefine what politics is. How many guns do you have? How many people that can perpetuate violence? And like we always say that the era of violence in Nigeria is going gradually. So a serious politician should be looking at what they can offer people rather than how I can snatch ballot boxes and all sorts of. So I am impressed by what the APC has done today, and I would like to see other parties also doing and emulating what they have done.
All right. I'll also take you back to what the party chairman said earlier. He challenged all the candidates that they should keep the flag of the party flying and count themselves lucky to be the candidate of the party. What do you think such call would do to those candidates eventually when they become the chairman of this local government?
It keeps them on their toes. And you know, a clarion call of that nature is not lucky in the sense that they have access to money. Lucky in the sense that they are considered to be the most trustworthy to preside over the fate of the people in that local government. Maybe you have 1 million each in their local government, 500,000 each. So for our affair to be undue, to give a policy direction, this is when you should go, this is what you should do in my local government. That responsibility is what makes them very lucky. So it is true that in Lagos at the moment, that outstanding local government, that they are doing very, very, very. In the same way, there are some local government and LCD that are so disappointing. We don't want to see such a picture again. The picture of Lagos that all of us have in mind is that I've not traveled out of Nigeria for 5 years. And as long as Sanwo-Olu is doing what he's doing in Lagos, I will keep having the picture of the street of London, the street of New York in Lagos. I won't have to travel again because that's what I want to go and see there. The beauty of the other country. The same thing local government too. That picture of Lagos that in the next 10 decades, the population will become 100. So we have to be planning from the future. The first rail line has come, the second one has come, the third one is coming. I mean, another developmental stride that is on the way. You must also tag and plug into that, all local government chairman. The time is coming when in your local government, the houses that you have in your local government, the population, the rate at which is going. What's your view? What's your urban plan? What's the housing plan? What's your neighborhood plan for your local government? So, and that's what the chairman is saying, that this is not any other regular state. This is a peculiar state where population is increasing
every
on a daily
day.
basis. So, if you are a local government chairman in Lagos State, it's not a
tea party.
It's not a tea party. You come to serve. You must be able to transform. No humanitarian crisis in Lagos to date, and we still have from 10 million to 15, 20. We are looking at 30 very close by now, and the plan, the policy is working, and that is why the advocacy by all these local government must be very strong. In terms of the people must have in their own mind whatever way they can support the government. If you live in a city like Lagos, you must obey difficult laws. New York is small, but the population is huge. London is small, the population is huge. Pretoria, Johannesburg is small, the population is big. In Cairo, small is big. So the law that says that if you stop traffic on this road for 5 minutes, many people will not sleep at home that day. So there will be still penalty for people who obstruct traffic. They don't hate the people. It's just that you decide to come and live in a cosmopolitan city. The laws here must be severe to keep things moving. If you stagnate traffic in Lagos, you are stagnating the economy. The more traffic is moving, the more money is being made. Origin is going. Money is being made. So this dream, you can't come with your own dream to cause crisis for what is already moving in Lagos. So if you are coming, you must come with your own dream that is in tandem with the existing dream of a future Lagos, where it kept developing, where in another 10, 20 years, all these bungalows is going up pricey. it's going to be an uprising. The landlord will be offered 3, 4, 4 flats there. It's uprising. That is the future we are looking at. So the advocacy, the plan, the conviction must start now. That if you are living in Lagos, you must make up your mind. You can't be a landlord on the 2 square kilometer, 2 square of a land, and you think you are going to be there. No, it's going to be taken away from you. We are building RIs everywhere because everybody loves to live in Lagos. Everybody loves to live in Lagos. For to make money, come to Lagos. Want to live there, want your business to grow, come to Lagos. And the land is not growing. The number of people are growing. So it means that there must be reurbanization all the time, replanning all the time, looking at what we can do all the time. So with these 57 public officers that are coming on board, they must queue into what somebody is doing already. All of them must make their own contributions.
The master plan of Lagos.
Yes. They must queue into it. They must not deviate from it. And that's the essence of what the party is doing. When you want to serve your party, that education is very important. That you must not deviate. Lagos is like a country. And if you are coming on board, these are the benchmark. This is the irreducible standard that you must get to. Your performance should be high-tech. We are not looking at anything below this from you. So if you are going to be a local government chairman in July 12th, you are going to be voted for. If you are lucky to be voted, they should know that they are going to roll up their sleeves. It's not a tea party where you'll be having second, third wife. No, this is not the time for that. This is time for serious business. Because the refuse in Lagos only is only half of the refuse in the rest of the country. So to remove from our streets is not a joke. So we are talking about traffic. Now we are talking about refuse. That's environment. Flow of water, and so many other issues are critical issues that you have to be hyper in your thinking.
Okay, Rasaq.
Okay, for APC, known in Lagos as a stronghold here in Lagos, the elections are coming up in July 12 to be precise. So what are your expectations of Rasaq in ensuring credible elections to be free, fair?
I think we should commend INEC for what they have done already. We are the civil society. We are always in contact with the INEC. We are going to be part of the people who monitor election that day, and things are getting better. At the moment, we have over 100 million registered voters. That's very huge, and it's not a magic. It's not a coincidence. It's the program that INEC put in place. They were rigorous in encouraging people to come and get their card. So it's up to the political class now to roll out their program to make sure people come and vote. That apathy should not be there again. Whatever is causing the apathy, we have to solve it. It is important. I can't be deciding for you all the time. They're only for you to say that I voted wrong candidate. So where were you? 2% on Nigeria will vote. Then 2% will complain later that we don't want this man. So where were you? When we were voting, where were you? So apathy is a disease in the political process. It destroys a society because the candidate you vote, even if it's going to be the one that's going to win eventually, your vote is important so that we will know that we took the decision together. So it's important for the party, for INEC to start a more rigorous call out for people. Yes, Rasaq now. That you need to come out and vote. That's number 2 is that the violent rate that we record, rate of violence since 1999 to date is reducing. It's social media that creates an impression that it's increasing. It's not increasing. If you look at number of deaths that were recorded in Obasanjo's election, Yar'Adua's election, Jonathan's election, Buhari's election, and Tinubu's election, is coming down. But because then there was no social media, and social media has blown it out of proportion as if it was a bad case now. So where I'm coming to is that it's not because people don't want to be violent, it's because of the design. The ballot boxes these days is not uniform again. So if you strip ballot box in Ojota and bring it together, it's not going to work. So what was the essence of risking my life to start ballot boxes? So it reduces. So the other things that INEC is not going to likely introduce, that it is better I go and vote, because if I disrupt it, I won't even have time to disrupt election, because voting process is getting better gradually to such an extent that even if you want to physically disrupt, it's not going to be possible. So INEC should be encouraged to continue to do what it's doing, and we must encourage Nigerians to be very careful the way we are going and disparage our institutions. When Rasaq is doing something good, you have to commend it. There's no process in the world that doesn't have its own error. You see people saying that, and say, last man, you see, that's why I don't want to vote for them. Did you want to vote for a people that can break laws? Last man is doing his work. If you do something or they will arrest you. So, Rasaq too, let's tell them encouraging things. Our security guys are dying every day in the hands of bandits and Boko. Then you come to social media and say they are not working. That's not fair. So INEC is doing whatever he's doing. What you need to say for them to improve, say it. If they have deficiency, tell them they have deficiency. Just like you are telling local government chairman that they must build on what they find on ground. So the coming election is going to be an improvement from the previous. And if you see what APC has done, they have started, they say, person who want to give him and implant that is crying. But because of the condition of his eyes, he will start crying early. So I'm crying. APC, because of the shortfall of the previous election, they started early. And the way they have started, I don't see them having any challenges. They took it for granted that time that APC is legal to win. They are serious now, serious minded. It appears that they have learned a lot of lessons from what has happened, that you can't assume that you keep it. Because you are doing something right. That's how you kept winning. And that right thing they are doing, one of which is what they have done today. Okay,
Rasaq, just quickly in 1 minute before we wrap up this session, what role do you think our CDAs and CDCs can play in ensuring that eligible voters come out to exercise their franchise? Because like you rightly said, during the last election, the number of voters that came out was quite low. So what role should CDA and CDCs play in educating the people on the need for them to come out and exercise their constitutional rights?
Well, you are right. Charity must not begin abroad. Charity must begin at home. The CDAs in Lagos are very effective, and I'm very, very impressed at the role they are playing. The part of unofficial layer of government that has been assigned a very sensitive responsibility. If you look at the engagement that has been happening since Fashola time, he does this quarterly engagement. And he will call all the CDAs to explain government policy to them so that they will take it back home. The Okada issue, Fashola succeeded because he engaged the CDAs. I don't know much of anybody, but when someone also came on board, he designed his own method of reaching out to the CDA. So in essence, what I'm saying is that they are very effective, and the link between Lagos government and CDA in Lagos should not be broken. They should encourage, voters' advocacy is not only about APC now, it's about all the parties. So the government is part of the job of the government to ensure that the civic engagement, the Ministry of Information, and all other communication outfits or agencies in Lagos should be engaged alongside the CDA to explain the importance of voting. The prosperity of a people is tied to his vote, his ballot. So, and if you assign the CDA the role correctly, giving them the proper tools to work in terms of political education and resources to work, they will deliver.
Okay.
It's going to be more effective.
Because of our time, we have to go. We must thank you very much for your time during this special session, Rasaq Olokoba. So far, we've been talking about the unveiling of the candidate of the APC for the forthcoming local government election in Lagos State, which is slated for July 12, 2025. And of course, the campaign started earlier today at the party secretariat located very close to us here in Acme. We are using this medium as well to call on eligible voters in Lagos State to come out and exercise your franchise if indeed you want good governance at the grassroots level. My name is Ajibola Ojoshola. Thanks for being part of the session this afternoon.
Let me quickly add, beyond the unveiling and the fanfare, what really matters is the quality of leadership that emerges. So, Lagosians, you come out to vote come June, is it June? July 12, 2025. And come exercise your vote, and we can continue to see Lagos grow. I am Adibimpe Omotayo.
Thanks for watching.